You've probably heard the phrase, you make your money when you buy in real estate. That couldn't be more true. But here's what most people never learn. The strongest move in a negotiation isn't a clever tactic, a fancy spreadsheet, or a smooth line. It's the power to walk away and mean it. Now let me paint the scene. You're sitting across the table. Maybe it's a seller who's emotionally attached to their property. Maybe it's a developer with leverage or a landlord who thinks you've got the upper hand. You're running the numbers in your head, doing the math, trying to find the upside, and then it hits you. The numbers don't work. The deal just doesn't make sense. That's the moment right there when most people freeze. They second guess themselves. They start rationalizing. They're afraid to lose the deal. But here's the truth. If you can't walk away, you've already lost. I'm Santiago Cueto, a board-certified international business lawyer and best-selling author, and someone who's spent over 2 decades helping real estate investors, developers, and businesses close deals across borders and markets. I've seen the biggest deals fall apart over ego, and the smartest investors win, not by saying yes, but by saying no at the right time and with complete confidence. In real estate, especially in hot markets like Miami, people get emotionally attached to properties, to deals, to outcomes. They treat negotiation like a contest they have to win instead of a process to find a fair outcome. But the moment you become emotionally committed to a specific deal, you've lost your leverage. The most successful investors I know walk into every negotiation with one mindset. I don't need this. That simple shift changes everything. It calms your tone, it clears your thinking, it gives you the ability to listen. I mean, really listen, because you're no longer thinking about how to win the room. You're thinking about how to win the long game. And here's the kicker. When the other side senses that you're not desperate, they often want to give you more. I've had clients walk away from deals over a $10,000 gap in price, only to have the seller call back 2 days later and agree to their terms. Why? Because walking away signaled strength. It showed discipline. And in real estate, just like in life, discipline is magnetic. Now, I'm not saying bluffing is the answer. This isn't about pretending you're okay walking away. It's about actually being okay walking away. That's what makes it powerful, because when you truly don't fear losing the deal, you make better decisions. You stop chasing. You start filtering. I've seen developers with 10 deals lined up say no to 9 of them, only to come out ahead. I've also seen first-time buyers overpay because they were afraid the market would leave them behind. One was playing chess, the other was playing musical chairs. Walking away doesn't mean you're indecisive. It means you know your numbers, you trust your gut, and you're playing the long game. It means you value your standards more than you crave a signature on paper. And in a world where everyone's chasing the next big deal, that's rare. Let me share a quick story. One of my clients, an experienced investor, was in talks to buy a mixed-use property in downtown Miami. Beautiful location, strong long-term potential, but the seller just wouldn't budge on certain environmental disclosures. My client really wanted the deal. He was emotionally invested, but we ran the risks and they weren't minor. I advised him to walk. He hesitated, but eventually he did. 2 months later, another opportunity came up. Cleaner, better, no hidden liabilities. He ended up ahead by $500,000 over 5 years. And that original property, it turned out there were major remediation issues. That one decision, walking away, saved him more than just money. It protected his reputation, his time, and his peace of mind. The power to walk away doesn't come from stubbornness. It comes from clarity. It comes from knowing what you want, what you need, and where you draw the line. So next time you're in a negotiation, whether it's a multi-million-dollar building or a small rental agreement, ask yourself one thing. What if I walked away right now? If that question makes you nervous, good, sit with it. Because once you get comfortable with that power, you'll realize that every deal is just one of many, and the best ones will find their way to you when you stop chasing and start choosing. Thanks for listening. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe to my channel where we talk strategy, law, and real-world business lessons that give you the edge. I'm Santiago Cueto, and I'll see you in the next one.